from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin Davis. Today we're going to check out the KT 2.0 from Hglrc. It is a little 2-inch Cinewhoop that you can get with attachment for decased Hero from GoPro, or you can put an Insta360 Go 2 on there, which I have. I've really been enjoying this little camera. It's so much better than the original Go that I had. Very nice image stabilization, and it actually does pretty well in low light conditions. So I'm going to put some links down there for my top 5 favorite decased cameras and Insta360 Go. I also have TBS Crossfire on this little guy. I have 2-inch props, and recently you guys were kind of saying, like, I wish the Smart 16 had 2-inch props. Make one with 2-inch props. Well, this is kind of pretty much that. It has Avon props on here. They are nice quad blade props, and I was saying when I first got this and I unboxed it at home, Diego, I was looking at it and I said, this thing's going to fly really good because it has these Avon quad props on the bottom and they're inverted Cinewhoop motors. So it's going to fly extremely smooth, and that's pretty much what happened here. I'm going to show you some of the DVR from the analog camera on board, and I'm going to show you some of this Insta360 Go footage on here in a parking deck, because again, it's been raining all week long and I've got nowhere to fly except parking decks right now. So another micro on the channel today in the Cinewhoop category. Pretty cool. XT30 on the back, and a 4S 850 will get you 8 minutes flight time. The 4S 1100 on here will get you like 10 minutes flight time. So this is the battery that I'm going to recommend. It's just a cheap Eachine battery. I'll put some links down below for that one, and my recommended props and things like that as always in this review. All the details, all the specs after we get back from the flight break, and we'll do some ripping. Hopefully no mall security kicks me out. Here we go. Let's go.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sunrise, when the sun.
security. All right, guys, welcome back from the flight test. I think that went pretty good. I did get called out by the mall security. Came over and they're like, "Hey, do you know this is private property?" I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, me and my toy drone breaking the rules again. This little guy is under 250 grams, and it is pretty much everything that you guys wanted outside the Smart 16 design. So Smart 16 is smaller with 40 millimeter props. This has the little bit larger 2-inch props like some people wanted. It also has larger motors on here, which are pretty efficient. I thought maybe going up to the 13 size series motors might be a little more battery sag, but actually, you know, I've been enjoying 12 series motors for quite some time. You know, like and a 13 I just thought might be a little bit too much, but you know what? They ended up being great. These are 1303.5 4500 kV motors, along with the Zeus power system on here for the flight controller and ESCs that will accommodate up to like, I think it's up to like 6S. You would never run 6S on this because the motors aren't rated for that, but the flight controller can handle it in the ESCs, which is kind of crazy. It is running firmware Zeus F4 EVO firmware on here, and the first thing that I noticed about this particular quad is that when I pulled it out of the box, yeah, it had that like go-kart look to it. It is all encompassed, and the biggest thing about it to me was that it looks kind of bulky, but actually when you strip everything off here, you take the battery off, you take this mount off, this is a really lightweight, well-made machine. They really trimmed a lot of fat off of this little Cinewhoop. It looks bulky, but it is crazy light. This little bottom plate right here, it's probably about 1.5 millimeter carbon fiber, and we have a Zeus 350 milliwatt transmitter under there running out through the back. I've got my TBS Crossfire right here with my full-size Immortal T. I mean, this thing could go out for miles the way it's set up. I have my 5.8 hammer antenna right here. I wish that was kind of a little bit taller. You do also have built-in LEDs, and I think that's how the mall security just got me so quick. I mean, I was about a minute into my flight, and this guy shows up. Hey, just to let you know, it's always like comforting to have someone talking to you while you're in the goggles, right? But you know, these things aren't like a huge big deal, so you know, I just kindly left the area pretty quickly. We also have a 4S 1100 on here, fitting very nice. You can fly 850. That's kind of the standard battery. We have a little rubber grip right here, and we have the USB port for Betaflight right here. It's a standard Android plug, and it looks like the top plate's about 2 millimeters. So top plate unibody with the inverted motors. Again, we have the Zeus 10 AIO, which is a super nice flight controller, and I had to say that the tune on here was like very nice. Great tune, great components, much better VTX handling in the parking deck than I've had recently. Recently, I tried to take something out and do some tiny whooping in there a while back, and it was complete whiteout, static everywhere. I believe it was one of the beta FPV quads, but I couldn't see a damn thing. And with this one, I turned it up to 200 milliwatt. Man, I was good. Like, the video was great, and I love the little go-kart look that this has. It looks like a little mini go-kart racer, and it's not super loud. These props are really actually pretty smooth and quiet, and I've talked about Avon props before. They're very, very tough. They're kind of like the skateboard wheels of props for 2-inch. But the AOS motors, those look really nice, blue anodized. You can see they're 1303.5 4500 kV Hglrc branded motors. And I had no problems with this quad, guys. So I think if you wanted just a little bit bigger quad that you can comfortably carry a D-Case GoPro or an Insta360 on, the KT 2.0 for me, the KT 2.0 for me is a really rad quad. So 4S, 8-minute flight time, great VTX on here, handles even in a parking deck, and is not much bigger than like a computer mouse. So very compact size and freaking great performance. It will also freestyle, so you can do cinema or freestyle, and even if you're a beginner, you could start out with something like this and really have a lot of fun. But I want to thank you guys again for hanging out on my channel. As always, we have another podcast coming out, by the way. If you want to get in on our podcast, this week it'll probably be Wednesday night because Friday is going to be Christmas Eve. So we'll be hanging out with the kids and doing our thing with Santa. So if I don't see you the rest of the week, I will see you after Christmas. And hopefully you guys get all of the FPV stuff from FPV Santa that you want. I will do my best to bring you some more reviews this week and get out there and fly. I've got some really awesome 5-inch quads coming up and a 6-inch quad. So stay tuned on the channel for what's new and what's upcoming for more reviews, tips, tutorials, and as always, fun flying right here. Take care, guys. We'll see you on the next one.